everybody. Welcome to another episode of Nerdy Over 30, the podcast where we talk about movies, games, and everything pop culture. As always, I'm Jonathan, aka Worm. Here with me are David and T-Bud.
Yo.
What's up?
And today we have very special guests. You might know them from One Night, Chris and Josh from
It's good.
How you doing?
Okay.
So we had a little rough opening because T-Bud want to be funny. And
from Game Night Arcade.
There we go.
But we're gonna keep the show going, guys.
Yeah, what's up, guys? Sorry for everybody. For you guys won't know this, but I messed up like 30 times during the intro. So yeah, that's what happened.
So this is going to be a really fun episode, guys. So definitely keep listening to us. Don't stop playing. And yeah.
Don't stop believing.
So for those out there who don't know who you guys are, let me get a brief synopsis of who you guys are and what you guys do.
All right. Josh, over to you. There you go.
I run an online business. I'm part owner of Game Night Arcade. And now I do Whatnot a little bit, part of that online business. We also do conventions throughout the year, about 10 big conventions, Chicago, New York Comic-Con, Dallas, all over the East Coast. A little bit of everything. It's like a whole big nerdy business.
And that's what we're here for nerdy shit.
We like it.
Yeah, there we go. All right.
And
next up.
And as for me, as I told you guys earlier, I'm the face that runs the place, but he's the brains behind the operation. He's the puppet master that pulls the strings. But it's a very symbiotic relationship. He's the business partner. So he has the supply. I have the wit and charm. We put that together, and that's what creates the whole Whatnot vibe that you guys see and that brings people in. So
awesome,
man. And
product,
I sell the product.
Without each other, we are nothing.
Yeah, absolutely nothing.
So my next question is going to be, what is Game Night Arcade? Talk to us about that.
Game Night Arcade is it's a video game bar that also sells collectibles, cards, video games, toys. It's a bar. We have full liquor. We have arcades everywhere. It's just like the nostalgia dream of everybody who wants like arcade, alcohol, and everything that we grew up with all in one.
It's basically
long story
like
short,
Cheers for nerds. The show Cheers, but for like nerds. That's it.
Yeah.
So
a good example.
It's a man-child's fantasy, is what you're saying.
Exactly. Yeah.
That was the whole point of it, and it has become that.
I'm fantasizing about it right now.
So, talk to us about where you come from. Like me or what? Yeah.
Oh, Chris.
As far as me, you mean like where I'm from, like where I was born?
Well, I mean, if you want to go that far back, sure, why not? Where were you born? What hospital?
Back in 1986 in Lady of Mercy Hospital.
What time of day?
Originally, I'm from the Bronx, but if you want to talk about my background, so I would say like my backgrounds have always been video gaming and hip hop, and I just wanted to find a way to merge the two. So I've always been doing music. I've always been playing games as far as I can remember, reading comic books, watching movies, and all those things. If you put them together in a blender, that's what makes up Chris right there. I worked at the Source for a while. I was there for about 2 years. And so rapping with artists you guys may have heard of, and always including video games, whether it was in my raps, whether it was in the video, whether it was me wearing a Nintendo belt buckle while rapping with somebody. I always married all of those things together, and it's always been consistent. So even now, I try to bring that little hip hop flavor to Whatnot, to all the stupidity that I do. That's why you see me wearing a nerdy Mega Man jacket with a gold chain, trying to keep it cool, stylish.
For our listeners that aren't viewing, it's a pretty dope jacket. Like I want it. That's a sick jacket. And if you're only listening, you should definitely just watch, because this is amazing.
Yeah. They need to see the visuals on this one.
Chris always has something awesome wearing.
Yeah, man, I'm definitely jealous. I'm a huge Mega Man fan, so I love it. So Josh, talk to us about your upbringing. Like, same question.
Kind of the same thing. I grew up with all this nostalgia stuff, video games and everything. I was born in Spain on a military base.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow.
Came here, grew up with all that stuff. Ended up in like a 9-to-5 job. Just saved a lot of money with that, and then I started like tinkering with eBay. Sold a thing here or there. Ended up, long story short, starting to buy collections and things. And I've been doing this about 15 years now. And now, over 15 years of buying collections, video games and stuff, we end up here.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We've got a lot of inventory, like ridiculous amount of, 15 years of collecting all that, selling all that. And here we are.
Yeah, man.
How did you,
Trust me,
how did
we
you guys
all
end
know
up
that.
meeting? How did you guys end up meeting?
We met each other at game night at the arcade. We met each other one day. We had a bunch of mutual friends from high school, and we never really became friends until, fairly recently. We've always been kind of friends, here and there, running into each other. But one day it just kind of clicked, like, you're fucking amazing at, being in front of the camera. And I have all this stuff, and maybe we can do something. And Whatnot came about, and it just made sense.
That's awesome.
Me, selling all my online business, and then him, he's just amazing in front of the camera.
Basically,
Awesome.
long story short, I had no idea that we went to the same high school because I got expelled in the 10th grade. Right? Oh, this is a true story. I
What a
electrocuted
scholar.
my assistant principal. So had he never mentioned that we went to the same high school, I wouldn't have known. But we knew a lot of mutual people, and we were already both always at the bar. Like, I was a mainstay at Game Night Arcade. He's part owner of Game Night Arcade. And just through us being cool and always seeing each other, it just became, he was the mastermind behind that. He saw a business opportunity behind my personality, because to me, I'm just being me. I don't see, I don't think like, hey, let me make money off of being me. But he saw something in it and thought, if I put this guy in front of a camera and get him to sell my product or whatever, like, it's golden. And, I appreciate that, of course, because of course it helps me, but he's the one who saw the vision, and that's it. And he's like, just get in front of the camera and be you. And that's easy for me to do. It's not anything. So I just go on there, shake my Doritos, sell the product, and that's it. It's like drugs.
And for those who are not aware, can you guys explain what Whatnot is for people who don't know?
Oh, Whatnot. The easiest way to explain that is if eBay and Twitch banged each other and had a baby, you have live stream auctions, basically. So, on eBay, you'd be waiting for like a week, waiting for like that item to get down to the last minute so you can try to snipe somebody and bid on it. Whatnot is like that, where you're watching it live. So I'm always holding up the product in front of you. You guys usually have 20 seconds to bid on it, and I'm flashing the product around, flipping it up in the air, pointing it around, showing you how the box looks. And you can bid on it live. So basically, eBay, Twitch, and Home Shopping Network rolled into one blunt. Yeah.
And that explains why Worm is so addicted.
Yeah.
It's definitely addictive, I'll tell you that.
Who you're buying from, you know how good the item looks in every different angle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got that good product, baby.
More than 3 photos.
Nothing but the best.
Yeah,
Nothing but the best, baby.
And then it's also good because it builds a community, which I like, because you can interact with everybody like in the comments, so everyone knows each other. You start to know the people that are all the buyers, and you build a relationship with you guys and stuff like that. I mean, that's how I asked you guys to be on the podcast. I asked you guys during a stream. He was like, yeah, hit us up.
He
actually didn't tell us that.
He probably saw me saying something or doing something stupid on Whatnot, and he's like, you know what, we can have this guy on the show.
I like the way he's holding the Doritos bag. Let's get him on the show.
No, he definitely knew a good business idea, Josh, because you definitely have a great presence in front of the camera. You're one of the more exciting Whatnot streams that I watch. That's like very engaging, very fun.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I take those compliments to heart. So Thank you. I always appreciate it whenever anybody says that, because, I mean, you know, he's the one who brings all the product. All that dope shit that you see, that's all from years of him traveling like a little, like a chipmunk, and just bringing all those nuts back to the tree. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just the one selling it. I'm the salesman. That's it. But he's the one who has all the dope shit. So
Yeah,
you know,
nothing would sell without Chris. It's like a fusion on Dragon Ball Z. It's like,
Oh, there we go.
Let's do it for the camera. For the camera.
Oh, you guys are like facing opposite sides for us. That's a failed fusion for you folks.
And a question I always wanted to know, because I've definitely bought some stuff from you guys. Josh, how do you come across these collections? Like, how did that even go about?
100 different ways. I have people that I know that hook up deals. We go to Japan in person. We'll get all kinds of deals. Flea markets, garage sales, every which way. We have in the bar. We have my number is posted there. People come into the bar sometimes and they'll see my number. They'll bring like their old collection that they grew up with. 100 different ways. Almost every day there's somebody calling me for something.
So what kind of collections are we talking about, just for our listeners to know? Because we kind of just said collections, but we didn't really say what the collections are.
It could be anything. It could be they might have seen my number at the bar and they say, "Hey, I have old N64 games. Like, would you buy them off me?" And I'll say, "Yeah, I pay pretty well. You know, we'll communicate, and they'll bring it at the bar. And I'll give them a number and say I offer you this for it." Or I could just be going to the flea market and some guy who bought a storage unit, you know, he has games, or he's got vintage toys, or all kinds of things.
Yeah.
Or when I go to Japan, I'll travel like literally the whole country, and I'll find, you know, in places in Japanese thrift stores or flea markets or all kinds of different ways. I don't want to reveal all my secrets, but
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
100 different ways that
you're a hustler.
Things.
The only thing we've ever had to turn down was an antique dildo collection that somebody tried to bring in. They were used.
All right,
They were new in package. Those are used. You got to take them back.
No, you can't just bring that up and keep it short. You have to give the details, unless it's made up.
They smell like expired Lunchables. We're like, nah.
Oh, that's nice.
All right.
Yeah, because I think I'm sorry, David, because one of your most recent streams that you guys did, you had all the Nintendo Power magazines. You had like 5 number ones. Like, how does that even?
Wow.
How like does that even happen? I was like, how do they have this many number 1 issues of Nintendo Power?
I actually have the number 1 issue.
The majority of that came from one guy. That guy actually messaged me or I messaged him on eBay because he had one Nintendo Power, and then he messaged me back that he had more stuff, and I inquired, and over time, he had a whole collection. He had almost that entire collection of Nintendo Powers. He had a sealed Nintendo Power in a mailer that's never been opened, and I ended up buying everything from him. He had sealed games too that me and him negotiated. That was just like one random way, you know, I come across things. Just you really just, if you put yourself out there and you keep, putting your hands all over the place, you end up finding things.
That's crazy.
Like, I'll tell you this much. I don't know if all of you guys live in New York. I'm guessing you do.
Oh, yeah. We're all from the Bronx.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
Boogie down.
Let me tell you, as me being a Bronxite, I've tried to hunt over there. Damn near impossible.
Oh, 2, impossible, yeah.
Nothing.
Because people here are
pawn shops, all that shit dry, because you have a million other people over there doing the same thing, trying to grab it up. In Florida, I'll tell you guys right now, this is the land of milk and honey. I can't tell you how many times I've gone on websites and people like, hey, giving away a stack of games for free, or they're going in the trash, and I'm like, what? Message them back right away. Collection acquired.
Damn.
So yeah.
Yeah, no, over here people hunt down.
I know in the Bronx that sounds like a distant dream or an urban myth.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
No,
even
yeah.
Tube TV it's like it's never gonna happen.
Yeah.
No, it's actually funny you say that, because we've interviewed so many other YouTube channels that they buy and resell, and then I'm like, I want to try that, and then I go to thrift stores here and I'm like, why am I even bothering? There's like nothing here. Nothing at all.
There was one more store in the Bronx that was a honeypot that I used to go to. It was on Castle Hill, right off the 6 train stop. And that store, last time I went back to New York, disappeared, done, out of business. It was like an old, like a fix your phone place. And it was an old Asian couple running it. And he had a shitload of games in there.
Oh, wow.
And I went back, gone.
Damn.
So, sorry guys, no more games in the Bronx. I'm sorry, we're done.
Yeah, it's pretty done deal. And if there is old retro games, they're going for what they're worth.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Work over there, and those prices are.
Oh no,
locations
everybody knows their.
Yeah.
Everybody knows their shit over here.
Yeah,
Unless you find like a flea market.
Yeah, because it seems like most of these like other YouTubers, they live in like Florida, Kentucky, Ohio. Like that's where all these games are sitting around.
Yeah.
We'll say, without saying where I go, every year I travel to several places to buy things that are out of state, even out of Florida.
I believe it.
For that purpose.
Of course.
I believe it.
Just to branch out.
So talk to us about the start of Game Night Arcade. Like how did you guys go about organizing that, and just the process?
So the first 2 years of Game Night Arcade, I was just a customer. I ended up buying it later on at a time where they just made sense. But there's actually another owner who is like the majority owner, and I bought in after the fact. But it was just
so was it established the same way? I mean, what changes? How was it before versus how is it now? You know what I mean? Did you guys?
If you were to go there, you would see kind of the evolution over time. But it's a lot more space now. We have food that we never. In the beginning, it was just a bar, and it was a couple of guys who didn't know what they were doing. And now it's become a restaurant, bar, full liquor, collectibles everywhere, art everywhere, the arcades everywhere, the game setups. It's evolved over going on 5 years now.
Nice.
But it's hard to say because if you were there in the beginning, you would see how small it is compared to how branched out it's become. We have trade cards now. We have collectibles now that we never had. We have the liquor, like the food and everything.
Yeah. For me to add on to that, being that I was a customer since day zero, you definitely see the evolution over time. But with Josh's presence there, you see that merchandising went up, collectibles, statues. He definitely brought that side of like memorabilia, action figures, all that stuff. He brought that into the bar because it was more focused on games and drinks before. He definitely turned it into almost like a museum of sorts and an all around, not just a bar, but a store for nerds to come into and purchase whatever their heart desires. You have One Piece, Naruto, Dragon Ball, Sailor Moon, all types of hentai DVDs for all you freaks out there. Now I'm playing, no hentai.
Choice.
You can't. Not only can you go in there buy food and drinks now, not only can you have a nice, delicious glizzy covered in mustard and ketchup, but you can also leave there with a Goku statue or a pack of Pokemon cards or MetaZoo. So
that's pretty dope. And what sparked that idea? Like, what made you go, you know what? This is what I want to do. I want to add this, and that, and this is what I want to do.
The other owner he's like the heart of everything. Like without him, I saw him. He's such a hard worker that it was him that I invested in. And then my online business, I just kind of combined it with the bar. And we made it into this, like, again, another fusion of like awesomeness. That's kind of how it came about. It was just the bar was not doing the greatest. COVID also was, coming in, and I seen an opportunity to not only buy into it, but make it something better by throwing in the collectible stuff, everything else. And over time, it progressed to this great man cave of a place that you can also bring your girlfriend to and eat and play arcades and buy stuff if you want to. If you don't want to, it's like a museum. It's become something great over time.
And then it also seems like you guys are doing some cool events there now. Like, what was it? A couple of nights ago, you guys did
Smash night.
Yeah, so you did the Smash tournament where you got smashed before you play Smash. which I thought was
Yeah,
an
that's
amazing
hilarious.
idea, and I was very jealous that I could not go to that. So were those events happening before? Or was
Smash Bros
you guys
tournament.
brought
That's
in?
what it was. The Smash Bros. Yeah.
I mean, before we had regular Smash, but that attracts a certain crowd that doesn't want to drink. They just want to come play Smash. They don't want to contribute to the bar. They don't want to shower.
The no deodorant. The no deodorant.
So,
It's not
you force
a
them to drink. It also makes it fun for people who play more casually and not hardcore.
Yeah.
No, man.
So
Yeah,
just like,
That's actually genius, that
really is a
concept, because I mean,
genius
it helps you guys financially, but it also makes the competition more fun, you know?
Yeah.
I actually never, I can't say that I've heard of it, because I'm personally a Smash Bros player. Well, I don't play as much as I used to, but I used to play competitively, and all the tournaments that I've attended, I've never heard of, hey, you have to take a shot or something before every round. So I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
I'll
And
tell
plus,
you how
you showered. You showered.
I'll tell you how the game play into this. You have people who could be in the losing bracket, right? Like, 'cause we'll do double elimination. So they'll be in the losing bracket, but the people who keep winning and they keep playing, they're having more and more drinks. But by the end of the night, depending on how you hold your liquor, the best player might not be the best player anymore because you're going to be inebriated. And that gives someone else the opportunity to come up on you, which is exactly what happened at the last tournament. A guy worked his way up all the way from the losing bracket and ended up winning the whole tournament.
That's amazing.
Wow.
I
it
actually
was an interesting dynamic.
Around the whole time. The
I
guy
actually-
who was winning had not lost a single round and got beat in the end by someone who climbed their way back up from the losing bracket.
wow.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
I actually think I'm going to steal that idea the next time I play with David because I never beat David ever. Maybe that'll be my way to finally beat David.
Dave, you guys are gonna have to play my Little Mac now. You guys know why I picked Little Mac, right?
Why?
That's the only Nintendo character from the Bronx. Look it up. Look it up. For those of you guys that don't know, you should know this. It's NerdyOver30. Little Mac is the only Nintendo character from the Bronx. And of course, he was fighting against someone from Brooklyn with Mike Tyson and Punch Out.
Makes sense.
That's the only reason why I learned how to play Smash. I had never played Smash before that ever.
Oh,
Once
really?
I heard Little Mac was gonna be in it, I was like, well, gotta learn how to play it now.
That's awesome, though. I mean,
Yeah.
that goes to show you like the selection that what's his name, Akira. Shoot, the creator of Smash Bros. I'm terrible with names, but anyway, it's nice to know that they selected characters that a lot of people related to and brought them, into the Smash community. A lot of
Think about all the franchises that are in there: Metal Gear, Pokemon, Nintendo, Street Fighter, King of Fighters, Fatal Fury. It's insane. It goes on and on.
I still
Dragon-
couldn't believe that they got Kingdom Hearts at the very end. Like, I didn't think Disney was going to allow that to happen at all.
That was insane. Even Tekken.
Mhm.
You think about it. You have
Tekken was the most.
Nuts.
Yeah.
Nuts.
So, as we also know, you are from the Bronx. If anybody didn't know by now, you're from the Bronx. And talking to you online, I found out that you used to work in our neighborhood because we're all from Co-op City in the Bronx, and it turns out you used to work in Bay Plaza.
Yes, sir.
Applebee's. Ew.
Not only did I work at the Applebee's, at one point I used to work at the TJ Maxx that was across from it in that same plaza.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Let's bring it way back.
Hey, gotta do what you gotta do, man.
I hated both of those fucking jobs. Don't worry. I quit Applebee's in grand fashion.
Oh, and grand fashion how?
So at the end of the night,
boy.
they would do tip shares where we would get tipped out.
Yeah, huh?
I don't know if the manager was fucking with me, pause, or if he was just like screwing me out of money. But they would hand it to us in these little, like, thin yellow envelopes at the end of the night with our money in it. I'll never forget. He gave me 75 cents in a yellow envelope. And I didn't even have enough money to bus to get back home. And I was like, yo, is this all I made for the night? And he goes, yeah, that was the tip share. Once we broke down everyone's tips, I was like, oh, word? And I threw that shit down, got into a cursing match with the manager, and never came back to Applebee's.
Damn.
They probably
That's some.
to this day.
And that sounds like
That's
a
some crazy
true Bronx job quit
Yeah.
right there.
Well, I don't know if you're gonna be happy, but they closed
That's good
down.
news.
So they finally
Yeah.
closed down.
Yep. They
Good.
closed down from
Oh wait, they
COVID.
did?
Yeah. COVID. They
I
closed
think
down.
there's gonna be a Nike store or something like
Where's
that.
it?
That's crazy that I don't. That's how much I care less about Applebee's. I guess I didn't even know they closed down.
But Bay Plaza, we don't go there that much anyway. So
Yeah.
Live right next to it.
Fucking
Don't go
Bay
in it
Plaza,
at all.
man. Good memories and bad memories there. I think the only thing worth saving in Bay Plaza is that fucking Burger King and the movie theater. That's it. Everything else can fucking go.
They actually shut the Burger King down.
What?
no, yeah, but I think they brought it back again too.
Oh, they did? Okay, yeah, because
Oh,
last
okay.
time I checked, they shut it down.
For a good while. They shut it.
Landmark. How else am I supposed to get to the movies now?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you gotta
That's
Crazy.
what I was
So-
gonna say.
Let's
Wow.
get back on the gaming track topic. How'd you decide what games to put in your your bar? What games to put there? Because obviously you're working with a limited amount of space.
This is a Josh
Um,
question.
It was it's a combination of me and the other owner, like what we had space for, pretty much. We pick and chose from there, and we pick and chose from what we kind of gathered what other people wanted. People wanted pinball and arcades and just a fusion of whatever people wanted and what we had space for. Ideally, we wanted like pool table too, but we ran out of space for that. We ended up putting like a Smash Corner instead.
Okay.
And then,
Corner.
and then what other type of events do you guys do there besides the Smash one we talked about?
There's a lot of stuff in the works, like just fun parties, like 80s parties, 90s parties, different tournaments, Mario Kart tournaments. We have all kinds of tournaments planned every year for our anniversary. We do something big. There's some stuff that I want to do with celebrities, maybe smaller level celebrities that we can afford to come and do signings
cool.
or like celebrity
That'd be
bartender,
awesome, actually.
That's awesome.
things like
Or
that.
Athletes or something.
Have you guys ever
Yeah.
thought of doing like a cosplay kind of thing, like a game
things
night
like
with
that we
cosplay?
have in the works too.
Okay.
Nice.
It's all about the amount of time we have and how much money we want to put towards it and all kinds of different things.
That's dope, man. And let's transition into your whatnot experience. Worm, I mean, you specialize more on that, but do you have any questions as far as like
I
creative
do.
process in there?
I want to know, this is completely random, not creative. How did the Dorito shake come about?
So what is the Dorito shake?
That's a quick
Okay,
question.
well, yeah. So first, for the people who don't know, let them explain the Dorito shake, and then we'll find out how that happened.
Okay. So basically, what I wanted to do was to congratulate everyone on their purchase instead of, I don't know, ringing a bell or banging a little hammer or clapping my hands or clapping my cheeks for that matter. I figured,
Wow.
I figured I would shake the bag of Doritos because the thing is, in the beginning, I always used to fuck around and be like, everybody gets a free bag of Doritos with their purchase. I used to say that joking around. So the next time I did it, I was like, you know what? Let me really start bringing a bag of Doritos and shaking it every time someone buys something, just to be stupid. That thing caught on so much that at the end of that stream where I brought the bag of Doritos, they're like, yo, auction off the bag of Doritos. Auction it off. I was like, man, get the fuck out of here. You guys aren't serious. They're like, yo, try us. Sell the bag of Doritos. We'll buy it. So the first bag of Doritos sold for $9. That we were already bugging out. I'm like, yo, someone will pay me $9 for a bag of Doritos I've been shaking for a whole episode.
That's crazy.
Free money. The next episode, someone paid $9 again on the next stream, but this time we're like, yo, you know what? For buying the bag of Doritos, we're gonna send you a free game with it. So I think we sent them like Pokemon Silver or something. Now that people knew that they could get games with the Doritos, the bids started going up after there. The next sale after that was $47. The next one after that was like $173. Then a few sales after that, that shit went up to $733, which was the record breaker, $733. Mind you, though, we don't just let people buy Doritos. We hook them up because we're generous. Well, Josh is generous. So we send them a shitload of games. Now that people know that the more money you pay, the more games you get, the record to this point is, what is it, Josh? $1,260 that someone paid is the highest?
Around there.
Yeah,
Wow.
so $1,260 is the most anyone has ever paid for the bag of the Doritos so far. And we sent them like 60 or 70 games, somewhere around there.
With
But,
the exception of that
It's
cancellation.
I mean, at
Yeah.
that point, you
Doritos,
might as well
yo.
get it. At that
What
point, you might as well get them like a bigger bag of Doritos at least.
Sometimes we do. We did like an anniversary episode, like on our 10th episode. And I went to Costco and I got the motherfucking big boy. That's like a of Doritos. Look like a body bag. But yeah, man, because look, if you shake the Doritos, or in this case, the M&Ms, that so magically happen to match with my outfit.
I was waiting for that.
Look, it sounds like an applause. Look. It sounds like a crowd applauding. So that's how
does.
it
Yeah,
took
yeah.
off, and it just took off from there. So now people know me as the Dorito God or Nacho Man Randy Savage. You know what I'm saying?
Nacho Man, Randy Savage. That's actually great.
Oh man, yeah, man, that was such a great idea, and then you guys really are generous. It seems like you guys send a lot of games out to people when they bid on the Doritos and stuff like that. So you have
We
such
just
a
gotta take care of our people, fam. We take care
yeah,
of our
man.
people.
Yeah.
A lot of
Yeah.
times I lose money, but it's really like not the point. It's more about building the whatnot at this point.
Yeah,
Like, eBay takes care of everything. The bar takes care of bills and things. Whatnot, I want to grow it long term. I have a long term outlook for it. And if I lose money, that's fine. If I break even, that's fine.
No, yeah, you guys did that one big giveaway stream, and I was like, holy crap, how are they giving away all this stuff? And how did they get all these copies of Pokemon Game Boy games?
Endless supply, baby.
Yeah,
We got another one coming up soon. Next week,
yeah.
actually.
well, for everybody listening, if you guys want to get on Whatnot, we'll put all the links to their Whatnot here. You heard it here. They're going to be doing a cool giveaway stream.
Thousands of dollars.
We're gonna make it
How-
that plastic crack, baby, everywhere.
And how often do you guys put stuff up? Like,
So how, so how often do you guys do streams on Whatnot?
At least 2 times, and now we're at like 3 times a week generally. Tuesdays and Thursdays we've been like consistent with, and now we're starting to do Sundays like late night.
oh,
That's
okay.
Whatnot After Dark. For that one,
Not after dark.
have to watch that one. It's Whatnot After Dark.
That's usually the one that I like to watch because then my fiance's sleeping and she doesn't know that I'm buying things.
Or
Well, now she would.
Yeah, I mean, this is very clear.
Well, the good thing is my fiance does not watch this podcast.
oh,
Oh, for now.
I was about to say, how you
What-
see yourself?
One day she's gonna be like, you know what?
I'm gonna
I
watch
want to
this.
support my fiance. I want to binge some episodes.
Yeah, that Doritos guy's on it. Let me watch it.
I'm telling you now, enjoy it, because once you guys get married and you start sharing accounts and she looks at that bank statement, it's a wrap for you, fam. Done.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm trying to get it in now. Yeah.
Oh, I'll know when that happens, when the emails stop arriving and I have to stop complaining about him buying stuff.
No, but also you guys, yeah. I mean, you guys give some great, Josh. You give great deals on there. Like, I mean, you start
Thank you.
they start a lot of their auctions at $1, and
Oh.
so it's crazy. Yeah, you got a cool. I mean, I got a GameCube controller for $17.
That's right.
That's crazy.
great.
Yeah.
My game
Yeah.
control,
We
man.
lose a lot of money.
but yeah, it's super cool.
What was I gonna say? Let me turn this thing around on you guys now. How did all 3 of you meet?
Oh,
Oh
wow.
man, well,
Okay.
that's the first time someone did this to
Good
us.
question.
MS-180.
Yeah, well,
Middle
we've
school.
me and David we've all been friends since middle school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
We go way back.
Yeah, we go way back. We've
So
all been
we
friends.
go back to like Pokemon, red and blue and stuff like that.
Buying all
Okay.
that
Yeah.
stuff.
We go all the way back to baggy pants.
What'd you say?
Those games had emotional value to you guys then.
They
for
actually did.
sure. Yeah, we would
I'll-
buy them and then we'd all sit together in a room with our Game Boys, all playing together.
We actually, honestly, I met a lot of my friends through video games. Now that I think about it, like, because I mean, me personally, I was a very shy kid, so I was socially awkward at first, as a lot of us are. So, it was very easy to go into a conversation with someone when you saw they were playing the same thing as you. You know, I felt, you know, games made a huge impact in my life. I mean, I'm sure it did in your lives in different ways, but for me, like, yeah, I mean, me and Worm's mutual friend Brian, I remember meeting him because he had a game. He was playing Pokemon, I think. He was playing Red, I think, and I was playing Pokemon Blue, and he had a Pokemon that I wanted. That, you know, back then you could only get certain Pokemon in that edition, so we had to interact. We had to trade. So I thought that was, you know, that was awesome how games really got people to really interact.
Yeah,
and we all sit around with the link cables hooked up. And
the link cable, yeah.
You can't go anywhere.
Yeah, and
So
then
you're forced to conversate.
And then we would all, like our whole group of friends, we would have sleepovers, and all we do is play Smash all night or Halo, or it's crazy. Yeah, most of our childhood was based on video games. And then as we got older, me and David have worked together at several jobs. During COVID, we both got stuck working jobs that we did not like together. David helped me get a new job after I lost my job. And during that process, we've been talking about doing YouTube and a podcast forever. And it kind of was like, all right, we hate our jobs. We got to do this podcast thing now. Like, let's actually do it. Let's do the YouTube. Let's cut the crap. We'll actually do it. And we came up with the name Driving Home, NerdyOver30. And yeah, it's been a year now, and we've had some cool guests.
And let's not forget about T-Bud though. So like me and T-Bud, we go back with in middle school also. But we met through his cousin Giannis, and we actually, our relationship is a little different than me and Worm. So for me and T-Bud, it's movies. Yeah. We were always big on movies. We loved watching movies, and still do to this day.
Picking the top fives and talking about who's the better Spider-Man. Some very black cool. Okay.
Watching movies and collecting shit, like, you know, steel books and all that, Blu-rays.
Yeah. So we all, the one thing that we all have in common is we collect.
Yeah. And
very expensive hobby.
And then when we thought about doing the channel, the first person I had in mind was T-Bud, because he has one of the funniest personalities. Yeah. And I was like, he'll definitely be perfect for this.
And T-Bud, let me stop and let's just note this for the record. People do tell you that you look like David Harbour, right?
David, absolutely.
That's why I'm not the only one.
Absolutely.
Get that out there.
Hopper from Stranger Things, that's you right there.
Where's my hat? No.
Well, Hopper's bald now. I mean, if you want to just.
Oh yeah.
And just to show you guys my level of maturity.
Go for it.
You said that you guys used to have sleepovers and play Smash all night. I let that one slide, okay? Let me get one.
We would sit in a room together and play
earlier you mentioned cheeks.
Off the charts, it was in the red.
Yeah. You were definitely
earlier you mentioned cheeks, though. I let that one fly, to be honest. So we're 1-1 right now.
I threw that one in there on purpose to test the waters.
No.
But it's dope, man. Personally, me, I went to IS 131, so that was on the other side of you guys. I was next to Stevenson High School. That's where I went to.
Oh, yeah.
So, then after middle school, I came to Florida, got expelled in high school, and here I am, NerdyOver30.
Went to Florida to get expelled. Living the American dream, man.
I literally, no lie, like no bullshit. I electrocuted my assistant principal, and he didn't think it was as funny as I thought it was. And
wait, how'd you electrocute him though?
Yeah, you can't just slide past that one.
Yeah, what the heck? Like,
I just electrocuted my assistant principal. I had this little thing that looked like the old school iPod, and it came with a fake pair of headphones, right? So you could you're distracting the person. You're like, oh, put in these headphones and press this button to listen to the song. When they would press the button, the whole box was made out of metal that they were holding in their hand. When they pressed that button, that shit would electrocute the shit out of them.
But like how? Like a stun gun?
Yeah.
But he took it super far. He flipped out. He said that if he would have been wearing a pacemaker, that he would have died on the spot. And he classified it as a Class A weapon, which is up there for guns, bombs, knives. Wow. And the cops came to the school, and that's it. No more high school for me. I was done.
Oh, so you got arrested.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Oh.
crazy. Did it happen like in front of a lot of people? Is that because that?
I think maybe because like me trying to be a class clown, like I
Yeah.
did it in front of my friends, they
in
didn't think
front
I
of
would.
people.
Yeah, so maybe he was
So,
embarrassed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was the embarrassment that probably pissed him off.
Yeah, but it seems like he took it a little bit too far.
Yeah.
Maybe.
No, but I
maybe
mean,
maybe
I
his
do-
dick started tingling after that and made him angry and shit. I don't know.
no, I mean, I do get the pacemaker thing. That's kind of crazy to think of, but as kids, we're not really thinking of pacemakers
Yeah,
casually.
I was like, nigga, my heart worked good. What are you talking about?
Did
And
it
then,
electrocute him, or was it like one of those pens that you used to like push your hand down that would like shock you?
Yeah.
oh yeah. So
Oh, it was
Josh,
just that.
Josh, I'm guessing that you didn't do the same thing and get kicked out of high school.
I stayed the whole time.
So you said you were born in Spain, and how was your upbringing? Where did you grow up, Josh?
Yeah, it's very different.
My dad was military. I left Spain when I was 8, and then I just bounced around throughout the U.S., Idaho, New Mexico, Indiana, and then Arizona, and then eventually Florida, from base to base till he retired.
So
And then I've been, my whole adult life is Florida.
How long you been in Florida?
Since 2000 now.
Oh, nice.
Or
Yes.
2000. So my whole adult life, since I was.
You're a Floridian.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm a
You're a Floridian.
So did
Floridian.
play a big factor because you moving around a lot? You were in a lot of different schools, and was it hard? Did games kind of help you out, or was that even a thing?
I don't know if I would say it was a thing. I just grew up like everybody else, I guess. We all had some sort of game system that we played with.
Mhm.
Bouncing around from schools, I guess I didn't have as many friends because every year I would be in a different school. But I would make friends that year, and I was never like antisocial or anything. But
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
You've been around, man.
I had the love for games growing up, just like all of us did.
Yeah. And
So,
what?
go for it, David.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
go for it.
No. You started.
So Josh, so when did you start? Because obviously you started buying collections, but when did you start saying, "All right, I'm going to go to Japan to start buying stuff"? Because that's really interesting. I didn't know that you actually.
That's a leap of faith.
Yeah. Like I didn't know you actually traveled that far to get games and stuff like that.
Like
He speaks
5
Japanese
years
too.
ago or something.
This guy speaks Japanese and Spanish.
Really?
Oh.
Nice.
Wow.
So when there's like an anime episode that's not like subbed or anything, I can just call you.
Nah, I'm not that fluent in Japanese. Spanish, I'm fluent, but Japanese, I'm like, I can get by a little bit.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Well, that's
But
important.
when you're negotiating a complicated deal in Japan, it's still, I can't quite do it.
Oh, okay.
So
They basically have to, at that point, when they come to like a stalemate in negotiating, it's just like a duel to the death. Like if you kill the man,
We pull out the samurai swords, and
yeah,
whoever wins gets the N64 games.
it turns into samurai showdown.
Oh wow.
I've developed relationships over there over time, though, between their broken English and my broken Japanese, enough so that I can arrange deals.
Nice. That makes sense.
yeah, because it seems in your Whatnot streams you guys specialize a lot in Japanese games. So
Yeah.
I always wondered, I'm like, how are they getting all these Japanese games? So it's cool to know that you actually travel over there and stuff. So that's crazy.
Straight from the source, baby. Straight from the source.
It's the best way to, and most affordable way to get that stuff.
How's shipping it all back over here? That must be
That's
crazy.
a whole nother process.
Yeah, that's gotta suck.
That's between shipping crates, air freight, and me lugging it here in a suitcase. Some of the more rare stuff, a lot of stuff that doesn't make it on the stream. Literally, I gotta go there. I don't feel safe with it shipping it in any way. I gotta.
No, yeah, I understand. I wouldn't feel safe with any of that
prototype things and just one-on-one type things.
Yeah, because I personally, my day job, I work for FedEx, so I know how shitty the mail people are. So I wouldn't want anything coming from the mail people like that.
And I can tell you this right now, man. We used to try to put like the games inside of balloons and shove them up my ass, but man, that shit hurt. It's not like drugs, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know,
That definitely sounds like that hurts a little bit.
that came out way too
Yeah, do what you gotta
fluid
do.
that I feel like that was a thought process at some point.
Oh, it's a PSP game. It's not that big.
You want to make
So,
money on whatnot or not?
Those Super Nintendo cartridges were a bitch.
So,
Hey, Wormy,
taste
you touched all of those games already?
The whole Mega Man collection in one shot, baby. That's like 4 cartridges. Anyway,
so this question goes to both of you individually. Top 5 games, go.
Oh man.
Whoever wants to answer first. I know it's a tough one.
Go ahead, Josh.
I was a big fan of Shining Force 1 and 2 on Genesis,
Mm.
Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie on N64,
Nice.
and
Wow.
probably the new Smash. I've been
Yeah, that one's really good. Yeah.
top 5 right there.
So let's see. For me, I would say Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes, one of my favorite ones. Mega Man X
Oh,
had a big
yes.
effect on me.
Yes.
Oh, I'm wearing the jacket. I didn't even mean to say that. I'm wearing the jacket, but yes, Mega Man X. The Street Fighter franchise.
Oh no, you gotta pick one.
Yeah, you have to pick one game.
Oh, Resident Evil 4.
Well, no, for Street Fighter.
Oh, I'll say as far as
Street Fighter 2. Don't Cammy.
I'll say Super Street Fighter 2.
Okay, that's a good one.
Okay. I respect
All
that.
the
Actually.
extra characters, yeah, that
Yeah.
one's dope. Resident Evil 4, and for my
FIFA?
fifth,
Wow, 4, really? Okay.
FIFA.
Resident Evil 4 was like, I loved Resident Evil 1, I loved Resident Evil 2, but when Resident Evil 4 came out for the GameCube, insane. I loved Resident Evil 4. And
Okay.
I would say Gunstar Heroes. I used to play that game on fucking repeat. Gunstar, I loved it for the Sega Genesis.
Nice.
Yeah.
I actually didn't get into that one, but
No
I've heard of
FIFA,
it.
huh?
You need to, if you like run and gun games, if you like Contra,
Yeah.
if you like Metal Slug,
Yeah.
Gunstar Heroes, one of the best games ever for Sega Genesis. One of the best games you could ever play. It was dope. It was done by Treasure, which is like a little studio, but they always make quality games. And it's such a dope game. It takes inspiration from a lot of different things. It's probably one of the most beautiful and best games that you'll ever play for Sega. And Castlevania gets honorable mention, Symphony of the Night.
Oh,
Stop
yeah.
right there.
Castlevania, man.
There you go.
Yeah. Can't go
I
wrong
love
with that.
Now the other top 5 question.
Yeah.
Top
Yeah.
5 favorite movies.
Man,
Damn, we're really working them today.
Yeah. Sorry, we're gonna ask both those.
I wasn't gonna do that one.
Oh no,
because we
no,
didn't
no,
even
no. We're totally
touch on
gonna do it to them.
movies, but
I was thinking we were gonna do it before, but y'all kept talking about games.
well, I mean, look at what they do.
I mean, I don't know, man. Like, I watch porn, but I don't memorize the titles of the porns that I watch. So I don't know how that.
Don't worry, man. Nobody
You
does.
don't memorize the names, you memorize
We're gonna
the
get
movies, you memorize the names.
We're gonna get demonetized talking about Ice LaFox. Yo, headlock and twist. Let's see, top 5 movies. You know what, Josh? You go ahead again. Go ahead.
You're buying time. You know what? It doesn't have to be in any particular order.
Yeah,
The 80s
Top 5
Batman.
movies.
Nice, okay.
Original Spider-Man 1 and
Okay.
2.
Oh, okay.
Let's say Batman.
Which one?
Vengeance?
Fucking the Heath Ledger Joker Batman.
Okay.
13th Warrior.
Oh,
It's like an
okay.
obscure.
Yeah.
That's an obscure pick, but I like that.
No, that's good. We love when people have obscure picks. All right, Chris.
The one with Antonio Banderas?
Yeah, that one.
Damn. All right.
You impressed T-Bud.
All right. All right, Josh.
All right.
Wherever you are in the bottom, you're in the bottom with me.
All right. Let's see. My top 5 movies. This is gonna be a master class in cinematography. So
Brazilian bubble butts.
1,
that's
2, and
true
3.
facts right there. Don't play it. I was. Anyway, let's see, man. Yeah, because I'm only the highest of cinematography for me. So I would start off with Nacho Libre.
Nacho
Nacho Libre is one of my favorite movies. Like I can watch that movie and I'm in tears, like laughing at how stupid fucking Jack Black is.
Yeah, that's freaking great.
Put himself in a position to play a Mexican priest throughout the whole fucking movie and nailed it. You have to give him respect for that. So,
no, he's a legend. Jack Black is a legend.
Yeah, he definitely is. So I'll say Nacho Libre, The Professional.
Very good, very good.
Spider-Man No Way Home, which is a new one. That's super new to add to the classics list. But that to me goes down as the greatest Spider-Man movie thus far. I love that movie.
Hell yeah.
Love that movie. No complaints
Really
about that movie. It was a very emotional superhero movie, very good. And it nailed Spider-Man, and it had something like if you were a Tobey fan, an Andrew Garfield fan, a Tom Holland fan, everyone was satisfied. And it was a great follow-up to like the events of Endgame and everything with that. So it closed up that chapter completely, which is dope to me. And set up the chapter for the new Doctor Strange movie.
Yeah.
So,
which I'm excited for.
Hell yeah.
So that's 3 movies.
3. Yep.
I would say Jurassic Park was a huge classic for me, especially growing up loving dinosaurs. Jurassic Park. Let's see. Damn, what would be my 5th movie, man? That's not easy. 5th movie. Hitch. Yeah, it's not. Hitch. I love Hitch.
Oh,
Hitch. Wow, really?
Great movie. I don't know why I love that movie so much, but I mean, I could go on here for days. I love movies too. I watch a lot of B movies. I know about Trauma. I watch a lot of fucking shitty Toxic Avenger movies. I've met Lloyd Kaufman in person. I've watched all types of movies. You know what I'm saying? Anime, all that shit. But I would say right now, off the top of my head, those are my 5. Yeah.
Okay. Respectable.
Very cool. Yeah, there's some cool. You guys had some cool picks. So you guys mentioned before that you guys do conventions as well, which I didn't know. What conventions do you guys do, and how does that kind of work? Is it just like a selling booth? Do you guys promote the bar? Like how does that go?
If it's close to home, we'll promote the bar as well. But it's more of a selling thing. It's more of just another avenue to sell things. Yeah.
And then what cons are you guys doing?
So this year we have New York Comic Con, C2E2 Chicago, Dallas Fan Expo, Raleigh GalaxyCon, SuperCon Miami, MegaCon Orlando next month, and then I think that's the only ones we have secure. But maybe DragonCon in Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I heard DragonCon's really fun.
You guys are gonna be busy.
Huh. Yeah, definitely.
Only do like 10 or so a year, but I like to do like the big ones and just, take a van full of video games and we'll just purge everything and do one huge sale over the weekend. It's like less work condensed, but it's like a bunch of sales in one big convention. Like
No,
instead of doing I used to do a whole bunch of small conventions like here and there, like 10 of them in Florida, but it's just not worth like, your back starts to hurt after a while hauling all that stuff into a convention.
Of course.
And you're only making like $500 with your show or a couple.
And you guys said New York Comic Con was the first one? You said that?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
They were actually at the same Comic Con.
All right, so that's good to know for this year when we go. We'll come hang out with you guys and stuff.
You'll see us there.
Yeah, they were at the same Comic Con as us last year.
Yeah.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
You actually interviewed the same guy we interviewed, DMC.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Yeah, we interviewed him too. Yeah,
I didn't even know.
You didn't even catch that.
I didn't even catch that. Oh, okay.
I saw that and I was like, wow.
I did not know that. Wow, there's the connection right there.
Wow,
yeah, I saw
crazy.
that and I was like, oh, I gotta mention this.
We went by our booth and didn't even realize.
Yeah. Small world, man.
DMC is that I had interviewed him years ago when I worked for The Source, and we lost all the footage. But that interview was so important and so pivotal and so emotional that there's no way he could have ever forgot that interview. When I brought it up to him, he knew exactly what the fuck I was talking about, and he remembered me all over again. because
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
the interview he did with me, which I wish I still had this footage, DMC actually broke down crying and talked about how he was this close to committing suicide.
Oh wow.
And he said that a song by an artist named Sarah McLachlan, you guys might know who she is.
Yeah, of course.
Like a country pop singer. She had a song named Angel, and he heard that song on his way. He was doing an interview. He was driving to Hot 97 to do an interview, and he was telling himself, once I do this interview, he knew in his head that was going to be his last interview. He was going to go home and commit suicide after that.
Wow.
Shit.
And he said his cab driver usually, you know, once they would find out who he is, they're like, oh, let's play hip hop in the cab. He said, yo, no hip hop, don't play hip hop. And he was playing like Y100 or whatever, you know, Z107. I forgot what the fucking station is. But that song, a song named Angel, came on by Sarah McLachlan. And he said he got emotional in the car and started crying. That's what stopped him from committing suicide. And I had all this footage on tape, all got fucking deleted. And yeah, man, when I reminded him of that at the convention, he remembered exactly who the fuck I was. And he's like, yeah, let's do the interview. Perfect. And yeah, man, that's I still have some of my hip hop connections from back in my old source days. So yeah.
Look at Sarah McLachlan saving lives.
What happened?
Look at Sarah McLachlan saving lives.
Yeah, for real. And you know what? That's one thing that I always stress is the importance of music and how people don't know that music could be such an important tool, because the hip hop that comes out today is such bullshit. Like hip hop that comes out today, you're not going to get a message that's going to make you change your life.
Well, first of all, it isn't even hip hop anymore. It's so fused with so many other things, you don't even know what it is anymore.
It's not. And it's the message in the music is so trash. Like there is no message in the music anymore.
Oh, no, it's nothing.
When you have quality music, it literally can. Yes, music can save lives. It saved DMC from committing suicide. A song that's very near and dear to me is a song called Zion by Lauryn Hill. It was on her first album. My sister was on her way to have an abortion for my nephew. And my sister's name is also Lauren. She heard a song called Zion by Lauryn Hill that talks about her having an abortion and refusing to do it. And that my sister, she was on her way driving to the clinic and made a U-turn and came back home and decided to keep the baby. Had she not heard that song, my nephew wouldn't be here now. So that's the power and strength of music, and why I think it's so important, why I hold music, especially hip hop, in such a high regard, which is the reason why I'm so disappointed in it now, because there's no message and it's so trash. You know what I'm saying?
Horrible.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah.
True, man. I catch myself always listening.
At the end of the episode, like, music saves lives, guys. Anyway, go ahead.
No. It's very true. Yeah, rap has no message now. Well, and then also like me and David, and same with T. But when we're in the car, it's, you know, I always was like, I'm never gonna be that guy who gets older and says, you know, new music sucks. But now I'm that guy in the car just listening to my old music, and that's all I want to listen to. Yeah,
exactly.
To be honest, like I've gotten to the point where I just listen to podcasts and audibles at this point. Like not you know, and nothing wrong with that. But you know, I can't listen to the radio. It's like not happening, period. Yeah. And then sometimes you want to, like, the old music is good, but sometimes, you know, you're not hearing anything different. So then it all starts, it's not the same.
Very true.
Yeah. But I mean, so is there any message you would tell anybody trying to start, like kind of like a like
trying to start a whatnot or getting into reselling?
We can't use that word.
Go out and do it.
We can't use that word. We've been hit with cease and desist for saying that.
Okay.
We can't say it.
Oh, okay, no problem. So an arcade and bar collaboration.
You guys have been there in New York, right?
What's that?
Have you guys been there in New York, the place you just said?
Yes.
Yeah.
They're very serious. They sent out a cease and desist for us putting that in a hashtag.
Oh, wow, really?
Wow.
On one of our posts, yes. So,
they have a whole legal team that's very aggressive.
Damn.
You can't use that word in particular.
Sorry, guys.
Well, we will make sure to bleep David out right there.
That's the message for the end of the episode. Don't say that word. They'll come after you.
No, but seriously though, what would you tell anybody trying to start a business with arcades and bars? Like a
or
bar
also
and
just
an
reselling
arcade
in general.
that
yeah.
happens to be in the
Any
same
business
location.
Anything in general, I would say go out and do it. Stop thinking about it. Go out and do it. Just
Where
do
would
it.
you start looking though? Like, I mean, what would you advice as far as like somebody that wanted to start up?
YouTube's very helpful.
Uh-huh.
The internet in general, like anything you need to know, you can find it on the internet. But you can be, I forget the quote, an astronaut or an astronomer. Just go out and do it. Take something out of your house, put it on eBay. Just start doing it. Just start listing things, and you'll start learning things. You'll start failing. You'll start succeeding, and you build from there. And you'll know whether or not you even want to do that. No matter what it is, just start doing things.
Yep.
You'll sit there and you'll talk about it. You'll sit there and talk about doing a YouTube. You'll sit there and talk about doing a podcast. But until you do it, it doesn't exist. Just do whatever it is you want to do. Start doing it tomorrow, today, whatever time it is.
Yep.
That's my advice.
Yeah, and
heard it here.
just to piggyback off of that, you guys, you really can find the solution to anything on YouTube or Google. Like, those are your best friends. Like, I did my own circumcision just by following YouTube instructions. I mean, my dick looks like Fluff now from the Goonies, but no. I'm fucking
Noise.
But he just went out and did it.
man, just fucking. Anyways, as far as my advice, I would say make sure you do something you're passionate about. Don't jump into a business because it's the thing that everyone's talking about. Don't jump into real estate if you know nothing about real estate, you don't have a passion for it. Jump into something that you have a genuine passion for that you could see yourself doing for the rest of your life so that it doesn't feel like work. Doing the whole arcade thing at the bar, we're hanging out with people, talking about games, having a fun time, and they get pleasure in knowing that people are coming to their place of business and enjoying themselves and creating memories. If you can, at the end of the night, go home and wake up in the morning and you don't have to like drag your feet and convince yourself to go to work, like, fuck, man, like, what's my reason today? Why do I have to go to work? Once you don't have to do that anymore, you know that you found the thing that you love because it just becomes second nature to you. It doesn't feel like a job. It doesn't feel like an obligation. It doesn't feel like you're forced to do it. You just get up and you love doing it every day. Like this whatnot shit, I'll tell you what right now, it never feels like work to me. If you ever told me 10 years ago I'd be getting paid to shake a fucking bag of Doritos in front of a camera and get people to buy video games, I would have never thought that was plausible. You know what I'm saying? I was working shit jobs. Right before this, I was working at a casino building slot machines from Konami and shit like that. Like Konami was sending in slot machines, and I would look at Konami and be like, wow, man, still fucking video games where I'm like, man, I fucking hate doing this. Like every morning I'd have to convince myself and give myself a reason why I had to come to work. This shit does not feel like work. I enjoy doing it. I enjoy making you guys laugh. I enjoy the fucking funny and weird comments I get back. Weird shit that people ask me to do, like lick fucking Nintendo Switch cartridges for fucking money. But I do it with a smile on my face. I'll tell you right now, I would lick 100 Switch cartridges and be passionate about it than do any of the dumb shit I've had to do for the fucking entirety of my life for money. So there's that. Do something you're passionate about.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
We know all about that, and that's what we're trying to do too. So
Yeah, definitely
a good message for the people. Josh, what is the address of Game Night Arcade so everyone knows if anybody listening lives in Florida and they want to go?
So there is a GameNightArcade.com, but we don't utilize it a lot. I would say Game Night Arcade on Instagram or Facebook or whatnot. That's the best way to reach us.
And we will have the links to all their social medias down below. Please subscribe and follow these guys. And if you want to buy some cool stuff, go watch their Whatnot streams. They are hilarious. They have a lot of amazing stuff. Also, hey, follow us, guys. That'd be great if you guys want to follow and subscribe to us too.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, guys, thank you so much. This was super fun. Hopefully we'll see you guys at Comic-Con this year, New York Comic-Con. And thanks again for being on, guys.
Definitely.
No
And we
problem.
want to extend an invitation to you guys. If you're ever in South Florida, drinks on us. Come to the arcade. I will
Oh, yeah.
personally drive you guys around. All right. So you have
Just
that.
so you know, this is recorded. I'm gonna reference
You
this.
ain't gotta tell me how
I'm
to
a
have a good
drinker.
time.
No,
For the record,
No,
you're
I'm
gonna get the real Castle Hill hospitality when you guys come over here to Florida, all right?
no,
Oh,
no,
man.
no.
Shake your
Yeah,
ass
man.
with a Doritos bag. You better shake your ass with a Doritos bag.
Oh, I will, trust me. And you fucking David Harbour stunt double and you start making that big money. Don't forget about it, man. Ain't good thing season 6, you know what I'm saying?
So
Thank
you
you
heard it
guys.
here first, guys. So now we're gonna go to Florida so that we can do the collab, the Nerdy Over 30.
road trip.
do it. We welcome
Bye,
you guys
guys.
with open arms.
Cool.
Appreciate it, man.
Thanks again, guys. Thanks everybody for watching. And as always, may the force be with you. Peace out, everybody.
David Harbour out.
Thanks for having us, guys.